Gmail has some really advanced features you can enable as well. In fact, I think they're normally enabled by default, but sometimes I do find that schools might go in and turn some of these off if they've encountered a problem and forget to turn it back on again. So let me just share my screen again now and go into the admin console, and let's look at some of the Gmail safety features which can help protect against spoofing. So let's go into Gmail on the left hand side here, and then scroll down to safety. And then in here, we've got a few different options to explore. So let's start from the top. So first of all, attachments. So I recommend turning all of these options on for maximum protection. And this protects against encrypted attachments from untrusted senders, attachments which might have potentially malicious scripts attached to them, which you don't want your users to open and run and infect your device. And also, this one's not ticked, but let's tick that. Protect against anomalous attachment types in emails. And for each of these, you can control what happens. So the default is to leave that in the user's inbox, but show a really big prominent warning about that message. You could move that message to spam, or you could move it into the admin quarantine, in which case you need to go and check that message as an admin and then release it to your users. Also in here, you can protect against, let's just cancel those changes, or let's just save that. Also in here, you can protect against links, so suspicious links and external images, which again is another attack vector which phishers and spammers, spoofers might use to trick the user into clicking on a link and trying to steal that user's password. So a good idea again to turn on all of these options. And also make sure this is ticked, apply future recommendations automatically. And back to spoofing. So there's a whole bunch of options in here to protect against spoofing. And spoofing is where an external attacker is pretending to be someone else at your school. Perhaps they went and registered a very similar domain name to what you're using at your school and have found some usernames which are being used at your school, and then sending an email and hoping that it goes unnoticed and the user receives it and clicks a link or opens an attachment so they can steal some information like passwords or other data. And Gmail has got some really sophisticated spoofing checks in here to check against domain spoofing. So it looks out for very similar domain names, spoofing employee names, so it will check against your directory and the incoming messages and compares the two. And yeah, lots more. So highly recommend turning all of those options on to best protect yourselves there. And there's one more option I'm just going to highlight here. And this one is included as part of Education Standard and Plus, and it's called the Security Sandbox. So this is another Gmail feature. And the Security Sandbox, essentially any incoming attachments get opened up once you enable this option in a private, secure sandbox. And if any unusual behavior is detected, then that message will automatically get blocked. So it's really good for protecting against ransomware, zero-day exploits, and other malicious attacks, the kinds of things which, used to keep me up at night when I used to be an IT manager. So highly recommend turning this option on. We see that most schools don't necessarily go and turn this on. So we always encourage our customers to go and turn this on. So it is a good feature in Education Plus, and yeah, good to have that turned on to get the full value of that license you might be investing in.
And that feature, it's really only delays emails about 2 or 3 seconds, right? It's not like it holds an email there for a full day or whatever.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, good point. So it's normally about a 2-minute delay, so not that long, and completely transparent to the user. They don't know anything's happening. It all happens in the background. So yeah, a really